Buenos días y bienvenidos a todos. Good morning and welcome, everyone. Welcome to a community dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Shear, and I am the Spiritual Director and Founding Minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. If you would like to join us for the live Zoom meeting, please contact me for the link and the password, or check our website, www.cslpv.org, and you'll find the link on the weekly talk section. So today is Sunday, July 20th, 2025, and this is actually a pre-recorded message. We are continuing our monthly topic, which is Rolling in the Deep. And today's topic is honor your boundaries. So at this time, I'd like to once again welcome everyone, including those that are new to our teaching and to our center here in Puerto Vallarta, whether you are on a live Zoom call or watching the replay at a later time. Here, we teach a philosophy that honors all faith traditions. So whatever path you are on, know that it is the right one for you. And no matter what your background is, everyone is welcome. The philosophy that we teach is called the science of mind. And it's a teaching based on new thought and ancient wisdom, where we offer spiritual tools and principles to promote personal growth. And we honor diversity in all aspects so that we can see and appreciate the great oneness that already exists everywhere and within everyone. When Dr. Ernest Holmes, the founder of this teaching, had been asked to provide a concise definition of the teaching of the science of mind, he had replied that it is a correlation of laws of science, opinions of philosophy, and revelations of religion applied to human needs and aspirations. So each week we offer a service with an inspirational message, and we meet every Sunday on Zoom at 10 a.m. And as we have been requested to meet in person, we will start that again the first and third Sundays of the month at 12. So look for more details on our website for that. And whether you are on the Zoom or in person, hang out with us afterwards for some coffee and conversation with great like-minded people. And as an intention I set to grow this center, we are inviting a guest speaker on the second Sunday of each month. So that would be on a Zoom meeting. And they would be providing the message in Spanish with an English translation. And please note that this coming Sunday would be the third Sunday of the month, and I will be in Chapala at our annual convention, so there will be no in-person meeting. And now let's together review, as we do each week, our purpose, vision, and mission statements. We have a grand purpose here each week, and that is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. We do this by means of our vision, creating the life you desire. And this is supported by our mission to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and transformation. And more on all of these can be found on our website under their own drop-down page. And as we have been continuing our tradition of reading from the Creative Thought magazine, today I will be reading from July 2014 on Sunday, July 20th. So just a reminder that spiritual mind treatment is always done in the first person. So I invite you to take these words as your own, if you so choose, and gently close your eyes so that you can more easily embody these words. So join me in knowing there is one wonderful power, an amazing creative intelligence that created and creates everything. It is in no way limited to the visible and invisible. This overflowing, unquenchable, infinite, eternal, limitless intelligence is within every fiber of my being. I am humbled by the magnitude of the whole and all that it means. The teachings of science of mind and the dynamics of timeless consciousness are the ropes I cling to, evaporating all blocks and bringing about an incredible understanding of God's infinite universe. I occupy my mind with thoughts of divine principles and keep my attention on a life that will never fail or disappoint me. I let the reign of truth, divine truth, establish in me and rule out all inharmonious thoughts, anything that is contrary to the laws of life. I move from separateness to oneness, consciously dwelling in the secret place of grace. I hear the hum. I am in the midst. I feel the peace. I am grateful for awakening to the reality of God being pulsing within me, the self-supporting power that operates unhindered, the great I am that cannot change its inherent nature of expansion and expression moving forward, producing new conditions by an orderly sequence of growth forever indestructible. I release my word, and so it is. And that was originally submitted by Pat Farmer from Atlanta, Georgia. So speaking of boundaries this week, boundaries are the way that we take care of ourselves. They are like an indivisible line that defines where we end and others begin, mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Anna Taylor said this: love yourself enough to set boundaries. Your time and energy are precious. You get to choose how you use it. You teach people how to treat you by deciding what you will or won't accept. So learning to set boundaries helps us to manifest the inner life of spirit, because boundaries help others know how we want to be treated, and they create a mental equivalent that says, I am valuable and worthy. And as Dr. Holmes writes, to assert our individuality is to rise above the law of averages into that more highly specialized use of the law. So our boundaries are defined by relationships. All of life actually is about relationships. And relationships are social constructs. Our relationships are choreographed by history and cultural beliefs. Prentice Hemphill wrote this: it's hard to notice how history can invade each moment through habits and conditioning we've come to embody. How can it contour who we care for and our ability to really see one another? We inherit beliefs and patterns of relationship by watching how the people around us move. Who is listening to and seen? Who is lifted up? Who is hunted down? We learn in this way who we are and who we have been in relationship to the world's other inhabitants. And that is from their book, What It Takes to Heal. So relationships reflect our state of consciousness. What we expect, believe, and embody, we attract and then experience. Science of Mind teaches us that self-love and self-awareness form the foundation of healthy relationships. If we hold unhealed beliefs such as, I'm not worthy of love, we can unconsciously co-create relationships that affirm that belief. Brene Brown said this: when we fail to set boundaries and hold people accountable, we feel used and mistreated. This is why we sometimes attack who they are, which is far more hurtful than addressing a behavior or a choice. So we must be authentically ourselves in order to form these wonderful relationships. And Prentice Hemphill talks about 3 skills that are necessary to live a life free from our inherited scripts. And they are authenticity, boundaries, and trust. Authenticity is about being our real selves, but it's not about personality. We are each a unique expression of infinite intelligence, and being authentic is how spirit shines through us. Pretending, people pleasing, or living by fear-based conditioning denies us that divine individuality. Ernest Holmes said, "We are not punished for our sins, but by them." In the science of mind, a sin means missing the mark, not being in alignment with truth. So lack of boundaries is often a way that we miss the mark of self-love. So we must surrender and be willing to see beyond appearances, affirming that divine intelligence is always guiding us. By trusting ourselves as expressions of the infinite, we are capable of co-creating with the universe. Hemphill wrote this: it is a way we decide to be, how we choose to interact with the world. It's a willingness and an ability to both be one self and be in the discovery of who that really is. Our authentic selves are perfected or performed. It is achieved when we stop trying so hard to be who we think we should be. So let me share a quick story. In Bangkok, there was a golden statue of the Buddha that stands 9 feet 8 inches tall, and it weighs 5.5 tons. Its worth is approximately $250 million in gold. It is believed that the statue was built in the year 1403. In 1757, the Burmese army was invading Thailand, and the Buddhist monks at the monastery covered the golden Buddha with plaster, which was also painted and inlaid with bits of colored glass to hide its value to the invading army. During the invasion, none of the monks survived, but the golden Buddha was left undiscovered. In 1957, the entire monastery in Thailand was being relocated by a group of monks. While moving the large statue, their ropes broke, causing it to fall and create a large crack in the clay. On closer investigation, they saw that there was golden light emanating from the crack. A monk used a hammer and a chisel to chip away the clay exterior until he revealed that the statue was, in fact, made of solid gold. Under the plaster of thought and belief that there are not the truth of who we are, there lies our self, our golden Buddha. So we must set boundaries. And what are boundaries? Hemphill states that boundaries are a way of resetting power dynamics in relationships, of restoring our sense of agency and choice. Maybe most importantly, boundaries are how we shelter our authenticity, our real selves, and they are essentially as we build, and they are, pardon me, essential as we build our authenticity, our real selves, and essential that we build relationship with one another. Boundaries are how we stay and feel intact. Balanced relationships don't require our escape. Balance is not a stagnant state. It's like a dance, an ever fluctuating way of being. There's an ebb and a flow, a meeting in the middle. Relationship at its most mutual, most just, is negotiated. And this is from What It Takes to Heal. So boundaries are fluid, flexible, relational. They're not demands of other people. They're not ultimatums. They are the clear, concise limits that we set to honor our well-being. They are how we love ourselves and others with clarity. Healthy boundaries mean saying yes to what aligns with our truth and being able to say no without guilt. To set boundaries, we need to trust our inner wisdom, our intuition, our values, and our feelings. Ernest Holmes wrote this: compassion and caring are the ties that bind us together in mutual understanding and in the unified attempt to uncover the divinity in each other. Compassion is the most gentle of all human virtues, for it is the outpouring of the divine givingness through all. So we can learn to set healthy boundaries as we learn to be authentically ourselves and to learn how to negotiate trust in our relationships. And this requires being aware of the ways in which our beliefs and ideas about ourselves and others are shaped by our personal and cultural histories. Remember, boundaries are the distance at which I can love you and me simultaneously. Our boundaries may be fluid, changing with time and changing with circumstances. But in the end, boundaries help us create and maintain healthy relationships built on mutual respect and trust. But to learn to build relationships, we have to be aware of the way that we have been conditioned to value some people over others. Our relationships can be freed from the expectations imposed by history and oppression when they are given more room, prioritized, and centered. Prentice Hemphill wrote this in What It Takes to Heal. So get real, get curious about how your past has shaped you, how it has affected your edges and your boundaries. To learn to love you and me simultaneously, we have to be willing to show our soft underbellies, to be truly who we are, and to know where our edges are permeable and where they are firm. This is the ground of holy relationships. And I'll leave you with this final quote. Saying no to one thing is saying yes to the possibility of another. And this takes us to our affirmation for the week. I create and maintain generative boundaries. And now it's time for news and updates at our center. If you are interested in learning more about the Science of Mind teaching, we do offer courses via Zoom as well as in person. So connect with me or check our website to find out the details. And we have upcoming classes starting in September, and these will be the accredited courses. However, if there's another specific course, a book study or meditation that you would like to be a part of, then let me know so we can plan dates for those as well. And if you would like to have a one-on-one connection for spiritual mind treatment, then please connect with me so we can make an appointment for that as well. If you would like to commit to being a member of the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta, as we do renew memberships annually, or if you would like to be on our board of trustees, please contact me so that you can be sent the current forms. I'd also like to remind you to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. And now it's our time for mindfully giving and financial support of our spiritual home. We rely on your support to continue our center here in Puerto Vallarta so that we can continue offering this powerful teaching of the science of mind. We bless the financial gifts that you give today. Every donation is greatly appreciated, no matter the amount. And donations can be made using PayPal or Tidely through our website, www.cslpv.org. And you'll find the donate buttons on both the landing page as well as at the top of the page where you find the weekly recorded talk. Alternatively, you can still send in a paper check by mailing it to CSLPV number 403 2125 Birch Road, Kelowna, BC, B1Y8N1. And now please join me in our offertory affirmation. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. So thank you for coming and sharing this time together. And let's remember to continue practicing peace. We can each be a force for peace and nonviolence. Our words and our actions create ripples of peace all around us and beyond. Peaceful living includes acting with compassion, kindness, and consideration. And it also includes standing up against injustice. Today, more than ever, we need to stand for peace. Hug your friends, hug your loved ones, hug your neighbor. May peace and love be with you. Blessings to all. Namaste.